Hey, it's Smay. Welcome back to my little corner of the internet. Today I'm going to be giving you my top tips on how to pack for carry-on only. At the end of February / the beginning of March, Nick and I will be travelling around Italy with a pit stop in Monte Carlo and Nice in France for about 9 or 10 days. We're flying into Rome, we're going to be training around Italy and then flying out of Nice at the end of it. For these two flights we've selected carry-on only luggage, which is totally fine. I've done weekends away before when I've just gone with carry-on luggage, but for 9 or 10 days I think it's going to be a little bit harder, so I thought today if you guys are going to be going travelling and only on carry-on luggage as well, I might share with you my top tips on how I travel light and travel carry-on only, in the hopes that it might help you guys too. And of course, if you get to the end of this video and there's anything that you feel like I've missed out, or you have a top tip that I haven't mentioned, please leave them for me and other people in the comment section down below. My first tip is to pack full outfits. This is something that I actually do regardless of if I have a checked-in bag or if I'm only going carry-on, but I think it definitely helps, I guess, like narrow down my outfit choices, because otherwise I'd probably go away with like one pair of jeans and a billion tops. I feel like I'm a very indecisive person as well when it comes to clothes. Sometimes I can like wear the first outfit that I put on and be totally chilling, and then other times I can try on like 4 or 5 different things and still not be happy with anything. So I feel like taking full outfits away not only saves you space in your wardrobe because you're only taking things that you know you're going to wear, it also like takes that stress out of like, oh, what am I going to wear today? Because I have a set amount of outfits and I just have to choose which one I want to wear. My second tip may offend some people, and if it does, I'm sorry, but it is less shoes, more clothes. Shoes are most likely going to be heavier and bulkier than some clothing items, so if you are pressed for space, always go for the clothes rather than the shoes. And obviously I'm not meaning like don't bring any pairs of shoes away with you on holiday, but if you have a few options and you're undecided about like what you can take, either like another pair of shoes or a few more clothes, always go for the clothes. And another tip is to always wear your bulkiest clothes and your bulkiest shoes onto the plane. My next tip is to be space savvy when you're packing your bag. This can be along the lines of packing your socks into your shoes, or if you're taking a hat and you don't want like the base of the hat to be dented or like squished, maybe pack your underwear or socks or singlet tops inside the base of the hat as well. Just try and make use of every single available space within your bag, because chances are it's going to be limited. Also try and avoid items that wrinkle quickly. Chances are that's not going to fare very well in your carry-on bag. Moving on to my next tip, at some point chances are you're going to have to outfit repeat. I feel like in summer, if you're going away with carry-on only, you always seem to have more room in your bag. I don't know if it's because winter clothes are just more bulky or whatever, but I always feel like I have more room when I'm packing for somewhere in summer than I do in winter. Nick and I will be going around Italy and France and stuff around the end of February, so although it won't be like peak winter, it still will be quite cold. So I'm going to be, I guess, limited on the stuff that I can bring, because I am going to have to bring warm stuff. Outfit repeating also doesn't have to be the exact same outfit. It could be like a pair of jeans that the next day you swap out and wear with a different top, or maybe you wear that same top with a skirt the next day when you wore it with a pair of jeans the first day. I don't know, but sometimes it does definitely help to when you're planning your outfits, plan pieces that can be worn at multiple different times, and then again you're saving yourself space in your suitcase. Next one isn't really a tip, it's more of a reminder, but when you're going carry-on only, you are going to have to be able to fit all of your toiletries in containers that are 100 mils or less, and they also fit in a plastic bag. So maybe just keep that in mind when you're packing things like your toiletries and your makeup, that it's all going to have to go in the same place. Depending on the airline that you're flying as well, sometimes they will let you take some kind of carry-on bag, and then they'll also let you take a personal item like a backpack or a handbag or a coat, though other times they ask you to be able to fit that handbag or backpack into your carry-on bag. If you're not sure what the rules are for your airline, it's always a good idea to check before you get to the airport, because otherwise you have that panic of trying to fit one bag inside the other when you know it's definitely not going to fit. And yeah, most places will have, either on their website or on the boarding pass or your ticket, they'll have some kind of mention of what kind of luggage allowance you are allowed. I sometimes find, and this is potentially a bit sneaky, but if I have like a small handbag, they'll ask me to put that inside my bag, but if I just like drape my coat over my arm, then it doesn't really matter, because as soon as I get on the plane, I'm going to be taking my handbag out of my main bag anyway, because it will have stuff like my Kindle and my phone in it that I want to listen to music and read books. So I don't really see the point of having to put my tiny handbag inside my cabin bag. That was a complete ramble. I don't even know where I was going with that. But yeah, those are my tips for traveling light. As I said, if you have any more, please leave them for me in the comments down below. I will also be vlogging my trips to Italy, Nice and Monaco, so if you do want to see them, make sure you are subscribed. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next week. Bye!